106.5 Energy Radio is the Energy Offside, and we are giving you the World Cup updates. I'm here with DJ Cross and Mustafa Kiza. He'll be introducing himself shortly, but we're going to give you some updates for the World Cup. How are you, Cross? How are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing? How is the World Cup taking you?
The World Cup is interesting, very interesting. We shall dive into that a little while sooner.
Tulya kasete oba kakyagaali?
Over to you, Mustafa Kiza. How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here today. Yeah.
That is it. So let's dive into the first game quickly. What was your take on the game of Mexico versus South Africa? What were you expecting? Who did you expect to win? How many goals, and was the result surprising to you?
For me, the results wasn't surprising because if you compare the level of the Mexican players to South African players, you see there is a huge difference. Yeah. So, but South Africa, what I can say, they had to do better because when you see them, they have had a good campaign, and for me, I thought they could at least make a surprise. But in the end, Mexico did what they had to do. Yeah.
For me, my side, Mexico was a better side, but South Africa put up a good fight, and I think they can do more. And me, I wish them the best, as well as I think other people don't like them, but me, I don't really mind them.
Speaking of that, there was a lot of controversy and emotions were high due to the ongoing xenophobic attacks in South Africa, and a lot of Africans or other African countries were in support of Mexico, buying Mexican jerseys and showing a lot of love to Mexico. But the game ended 2-0 in favor of Mexico, and I think the continent or most of the African countries were happy. But moving on, another game was South Korea versus Czech Republic, which ended 2-1 in favor of South Korea. Any surprises there?
Yeah, for me, to be honest, I was a bit surprised because when you compare South Korea and the Czech Republic, you can, like, most of the Czech Republic players are in Europe. Yeah, like probably if you compare player by player, you can say South Korean players, you only know like only two players.
Yeah.
So it was surprising to see they put up such a good fight, but they've been doing it. It's not the first time. Yeah, but the expectation for me, I thought Czech Republic would do better. But again, you see they have a good squad, South Korea, the likes of Son, and so for me, I think they put up a good fight.
I wasn't really surprised about that result. Me, of course, it had to go that way.
Then we had the Canada, the hosts, Canada versus Bosnia, that ended 1-1. Canadians were very disappointed. They thought Bosnia was a weak side. But like Kiza said, most of the players, even in Bosnia, they play in Europe on high level. And Canada has some players as well. But, you know, when you compare European football with Canadian football, there's a huge difference. Yeah. So we move on to the USA versus Paraguay. Not a surprise to me. Not a surprise. What do you think, Kiza?
No, it wasn't a surprise at all because when you compare the squad, and you know, when you're playing at home, you have all the support.
The support, yes.
So for me, it wasn't a surprise. US winning that.
Yeah, US won that game 4-1. And then we saw Qatar versus Switzerland, which ended 1-1. Both teams are not so big on the planet of football.
But it was a surprising result because when you compare the level of Qatar and Switzerland.
Qatar, yes, and Switzerland.
Yeah, for me, I thought Switzerland could have done better. Yeah.
Anyway, but Qatar has also invested a lot in football. You saw them hosting the World Cup and doing a lot. So I think they have really managed to improve their level, and which led to that kind of result. Yes, moving on, Netherlands, Japan. I think I've grown to like Japan. They play a lot of good football. The game ended 2-2. very good and very entertaining football. Let's move on to Ivory Coast and Ecuador. Ivory Coast, African nation, winning against a South American nation 1-0. Africans were proud. Not much to say about that, but Sweden, Tunisia, which ended 5-1, had a little bit of drama in there where Yassine Ayari, who is both Swedish and Tunisia, scored his first goal in the 7th minute in the World Cup, and he felt to he showed respect. He didn't want to celebrate, but things turned out to be heated. Then Sweden scoring other 3 goals, and then Ayori again scoring the fifth. What is the fourth? I think. Yeah. And then he had to celebrate because the tensions were high. Spain, Cape Verde, very interesting fixture there. 0-0. What do you have to say, guys?
I think that was a very disappointing match because the truth is that I expected Spain to win with all those stars, but boss, the match just jammed. It refused. What do you think about it?
For me, I think Cape Verde, respect to them, they put up a great fight. They gave it their all, they poured their heart out, and they got the result that they wanted. You know, a draw against Spain, it's like a win for Cape Verde.
Yeah.
So the boys put up it was a disappointing results for the Spanish.
Yes.
But again, I think it's the first game, so they're gonna come back with that fire burning inside them. So
Yes. And very interesting stuff that happened. Goalkeeper of Cape Verde had 50,000 followers on Instagram.
50, not like 30.
50, but as the game went on and as the game ended, yes, after the game it was over 2.7 million. Now is it? I think how much? 11 million right now. From 50k to 11 million followers for senior.
He put up a very nice performance.
Yeah, he put up a very nice performance. He made quite a number of saves.
And did you see what those guys were saying by Yambo? It was a betting thing. Did you hear those rumors and what?
It was betting.
By Yambo.
I don't think.
Guys failed to just score because of a betting.
Nah, that is impossible. Everyone wants to win in the World Cup. Yeah. Belgium, Egypt. Another interesting fixture. We saw Romelu Lukaku hopping after 20 seconds, made an impact, and Belgium scored the equalizer, which it was 1-1. I think it was Ashura that had scored for Egypt and made it 1-0. Then Romelu Lukaku came in and made an impact. So the squad, it was an own goal, but he was there. He was ready to give it all. So the game ended 1-1. Then Saudi Arabia, Uruguay ended 1-1 as well. Yes. What do you have to say about that game?
I think Saudi would have put up a very nice performance because I've seen most of those names there. They perform very well in their leagues, and I think they would have made it. Yeah, it was supposed to be a very nice win for Saudi.
Yes. I also remember the World Cup in Qatar. Saudi Arabia versus Argentina that ended 2-1 in favor of Saudi Arabia. They put up a very good performance then, and also during this game versus Uruguay, they really put up a good performance. Uruguay had to score in the dying minutes to make it 1-1. Then we had Iran and New Zealand that ended 2-2. Moving on to the one of the, I would say, best fixtures so far. We had France, Senegal. Remember 2002, Senegal won against France. But this time around, France had a very interesting game and very interesting performance. But Senegal as well, they put up a performance, but they couldn't hold France, which ended 3-1. What do you have to say about that game?
For me, I think Senegal, they played, they had a good first half, and they created a lot of chances. When you see the whole first half, I think they created like 4 open chances that they had to finish. But you know, when you're playing against a team like
Like
France,
France.
yeah, so if you get those chances, you need to make sure you
You have to
score. Yeah,
convert.
you
You
have
have
to
to convert.
convert.
Yes.
So you saw when they come back in the second half, they had to do a tactical change.
Mm.
They changed Olisan, they put him in the midfield, and they transferred Dembele in the wing. So you saw the impact.
The impact he put, yes.
Yeah.
Very, very, very interesting game. I would say if I was Jose Mourinho, I would definitely go for Olise and bring him to Real Madrid. Very interesting game. We had Iraq versus Norway as well. We saw Alan do his thing, 2 goals for Norway, which ended 4-1. And then Magical Messi, people call him the GOAT. But for now, I think he's the cow because the GOAT is too small for Messi. I'm a Cristiano Ronaldo fan, but I applaud Messi. He has at 38 years putting up
Such a performance.
such a performance. Wow, 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 wow. Like they say, Ankara Messi. This is what you have to say, guys, about Messi in particular, because the show was all about Messi.
For me, as a Ronaldo fan, I was
It is so
disappointed.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, I was disappointed by his performance.
What did you expect?
But bro, that guy he's been doing it for all the years. So for me, I just give him the respect. Yeah. So it's not surprising. He has been doing it, but if he's still doing it at 38, so we just need to give him respect. Yeah. Yeah.
But for us, what did we expect? Because the truth is that team is literally meant like around him. You
Yeah,
get?
sure.
So, and they have been doing it for years and years and years. So, what did you expect? Of course, you are supposed to pull up such a performance, and we are expecting even more from them. You get?
Yes, I saw an interview of McAllister when he was saying that people were saying I think this World Cup Messi doesn't deserve to be part of it. Let him leave for the young generation. But I think after the game, these are McAllister's words said after the game. Messi proved that it is very important to have Messi on the team. Yes, moving on, we had Austria versus Jordan that ended 3-1 in favor of Austria. And then interesting fixture that was yesterday. Man, as a Cristiano Ronaldo fan, I was very, very disappointed. But that's how we start Portugal. We start slowly. And I know by finals we shall be there. We shall be there to witness. I think it will be so interesting to see Portugal versus Argentina at the finals. But Portugal versus DR Congo ended 1-1, goals by João Neves and Johan Wissa. What is your take on this game?
For me, I think DR Congo, they have a very good squad, and when you see their coach is tactically very good. I've worked with him, so he's a very tactical coach, and he always give the players freedom to express themselves. So I think it was a big stage for them to express themselves. And Portugal, when you see how they are playing, they didn't create enough as we expect from them. You see, when you have like a striker like Cristiano Ronaldo, the way they are playing, they reach here, they start to play back passes. They had to force sometimes to whip in the balls. Any chance he might miss like 3, but if he gets like 2 more good ones, he can score. So for me, I think they had to do better, Portugal, in creating chances. For DR Congo, they went there to play for pride, for their country, to show that even us we can do everything. We can make it possible.
For me, my side, I applaud those of DR Congo because the truth is that their defensive game was solid. It was so solid, and then also those passes in front from the defense to the striker. That was very, very brilliant of them. A nice performance by by Bisaka. That was a very, very nice performance. He literally closed that channel. You get. And then for Portugal, I think there were some mistakes that I think Ronaldo made, like that pass that was supposed to be made for Bruno Fernandes. I think would have left it for him. You get. And then him missing so many chances. I think it's not really necessary for you to always be the one. If you can't shine, you let other people also do what? Shine. Me, I think that's my side of the game.
Moving on, we had another great fixture. We saw the mighty three Lions, 2 World Wars and 1 World Cup. England versus Croatia that ended 4-2 in favor of England. We saw Harry Kane scoring 2 goals, and then Jude Bellingham and Marcus Rashford that came on with Saka creating the chance. We saw Arsenal players shine at that stage. We saw Madueke causing a pen, and Saka assist to Rashford. What is your take on this game? How far do you think England is gonna go compared to their performance? How far do you think they're gonna go?
For me, I think they have a really very good squad. They're ambitious. They want to see that this time round they win the World Cup. For me, I think they will reach the semi-finals. Yeah, because they have a very energetic squad and the hype behind them. You see the level they are playing. So it wasn't surprising at all against Croatia. Croatia is a very good team. They've been at the top for all these years. But when you compare their squad to the England squad, you see the England have a very good squad. So for me, it was a good result for them. It was a great motivation. I think they're gonna come back to see that they keep the level up. Yeah.
Me, my side, I think England will go to the semis, but the disappointing bit of it, their defensive game is very, very poor. That's the truth. Their attack is very nice, their midfield is very nice, but their defensive game, kibula munyo. Abana agenda bayisaamu eggaali.
Yes, moving on, we had Ghana versus Panama that ended 1-0 in favor of Ghana, another African win. And then Uzbekistan versus Colombia, which ended 3-1 in favor of Colombia. Yes, that was the World Cup updates on the offside 106.5 Energy Radio. We shall be back again in another episode. I was with my brother Mustafa Kiza and DJ Cross. See you next time.